Yeah, okay, we're good. Those of you that were able to watch the video, was it helpful at all to watch through it? Sorry, there's zero editing. Like, sorry for future you for watching this. Like literally no, I had no time. I had to just upload it to YouTube and then just give you the raw files. So hopefully it works. Okay, good. I mean, it's better. I guess it's better than nothing. At least you can watch it and be like, oh, like I know what these words mean.
Yes.
So real quick, I want to make sure that this didn't upset anybody. This marijuana homework. And the last question was the last? Let me read that last question. Kate, if you don't mind just grabbing your homework and read the last question. Has U.S. adult support statistically gone up from 68% in recent years? Why or why not? Has it gone up? Well, 70% is bigger than 68, right? So that means it went up. Fight me, Amelia. That was a right hook to the chin. It might not have gone up. Because that 70 really isn't just 70, is it? What's the confidence interval around that 70? I think this was the question for number 3, right? What is the confidence interval for 70? What does it go from to?
66.
And we don't know where it is in there. It could be anywhere in there. So it might be as low as 66%, which is actually lower than 68. It might be higher, but you don't know with certainty. So why the hell do they call it a record high? I blame Ted Turner. I will always blame Ted Turner, that stupid ass mustache of his. God, I wonder if he's dead. Maybe I'm speaking ill of the dead here. Let's see if he's still around. Ted Turner. Ted Turner, Wikipedia. Oh yeah, he's dead. He died. No, he's not. Nope. Born in 38. Okay, boomer.
Look at that.
Yeah, look at that guy.
Wow.
Yeah. Rich dude. Won the Fastnet race. Yeah. Oh, here we go. He's probably one of the ones that says, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Turner's media empire began with his father's billboard business. Yeah.
There it is.
It's amazing what you can do when you're born halfway between third base and home plate. Get him off my screen. I'm sick of looking at him. Sick of looking at this. Go away, Ted Turner. And your CNN. How we doing otherwise, okay? Okay, good. So how's the exam going? Okay? Take home part? Whittle away. Remember, not till next week. You got till next Wednesday. And what are we doing next? Just why are you laughing? Wait, first of all,
Because I was.
oh, that was adorable.
Yesterday.
That was so adorable.
I
I didn't see that email first. I saw your second email first, and I'm like, oh. And then I went and saw it. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry to
I
cause you
was
anxiety.
panicking because I was like, I don't know if my kids are going to be in school.
I know.
I might not make it. The
No,
weather's bad,
we
the
can always
weather's
work around
somewhere
stuff, Chelsea. We can always figure stuff out. I put stuff on week 6 mostly because I think a lot of folks put their stuff on week 5 because it's literally halfway.
Yeah.
So I put it on week 6 just to avoid that. But I think also some other people have started to do that too, so I think I'm becoming part of the problem now. So, sorry. I'm never going to make everybody happy. So, it seems to make some people happy. So, go ahead, Chanel.
No, I'm happy it's next week.
Okay, good. Very good.
Me too.
Quick question about today. Oh, actually, let's go back to the exam. So keep working on your take-home. Ask me questions if you get stuck, by all means. Like, shoot me notes, ask me in class, after class, whatever. Email. Pop into Zoom if you have time. Remember, Wednesday nights is the 5 to 7 Zoom meeting. If you have time to pop in digitally, that's always open on Wednesday nights from 5 to 7. The in-class parts. So I'm working on those now. That'll be next Wednesday. It's a week from today. You can partner up with somebody if you want for the partner part. You can also do the whole thing individually if you want. You don't have to partner up with anybody. And then there's the individual part after that. And I'm trying to get it to like a 25-25 split, but the points might not work out that way, so it might be like 30-20 or something like that. That happened in 98 too. So I'll give you a list on Monday. I'll give you like a checklist of exactly the parts that are on it, so you don't waste your time studying a bunch of stuff you don't have to study. I did put some margin of error stuff on there too, because it's now that we've done it this week, I'm like, it's gonna be fresh in their minds, and we can add and subtract margins of error. I'm not gonna have you calculate any. I'm gonna give them to you. So all you've got to do is, just like this homework, find the percentage and add and subtract the margin, and then interpret the results that you get. So that's going to be a big chunk. I can't remember if it's the partner part or the individual part. I'm not even sure if I've decided that yet. And then I'm working on a problem about card counting and how card counting works, which should be interesting. That might be the partner part, actually. Yeah, anyway, I'll figure it out. For today, does anybody need a laptop? That's okay. I'll run down the hall and get some. We're going to do some spreadsheet stuff today. Because stats, no problem. I'll get you some. Because stats without computers is,
Bullshit.
it's bullshit. That's exactly right. You couldn't have said it better myself, Nicole. Is that what you said?
No, I said shame on her.
Oh, shame on her. I thought you were completing my sentence. Stats without computers is bullshit. That's what I hear. Sorry, from the East Coast. Did I mention that? But first things first. We've got a few more people here today. I need 10 volunteers. It involves lollipops. Come on up. Come on up. Come on up. Just stand in a line behind me if you'd be so kind. And I'm going to hand out the warm-up. Now, those of you that are volunteering get 5 points for the warm-up automatically.
Nice.
If you don't volunteer, you have to do the warm-up. So just so you know. I need 10 volunteers. Thank you, my friends. Sorry, here we go. I'm going to take some names here. Katie. There you go. Some of you are like, hell with this. I'm not getting up. How we doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Need one more. Don't make me pick your ass. That's you, Nate. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Yes, here we go. Okay. Now, those of you at the seats, you have to do the warm-up. The 10 of you up here are going to check that screen up too, so you're not blinded. Sorry about that, y'all.
I got a hat.
Sorry. Yes. Squinting. There we go. Trying to turn. There we go. Good. Okay, now hang on. First things first. No, that's your bouquet. Hang on to that. I'm handing you all a bouquet of lollipops. You can't enjoy them yet. You will enjoy them, but when we're done. But not can't enjoy them yet. Yes. Okay.
This is why I volunteered.
This is why you volunteer, because you get stuff.
Yeah.
Years ago, I was at a talk. With an inspirational life coach, and it was at school, and I knew the guy. I had seen him talk before, and he goes, "I need a volunteer," and I ran from the back of the room to the front, and he handed me a $20 bill. He's like, "That's all I need. I need somebody to take $20 off my hands." He's like, "That's what you get for volunteering." I'm like, "That doesn't apply all the time, though." And then I went and donated to the foundation.
And Sean Jasmine asked her way
Well.
from bench.
Oh, sorry, you don't get lollipops, Nathan. Yet! Everybody, of course, will get lollipops, so what I'm going to show here from the folks, they have different numbers of lollipops. Okay, there we go. Now, grab a warm up here. I've handed this warm up. You all get 5 points for volunteering. So, but I want you to pay attention, and I want you to help your classmates that did not come up, because we're going to be solving this problem together. Statistics. We started it yesterday with means, or with margins of error. But there's more to it than just that. There's more to it than that. Sometimes we get data and we have to process the data. With the margin of error, the data's already been processed for. 68%, 70%, plus or minus 4%. We gotta learn how to process the data. That's what we're gonna start doing today. I've given these good folks some lollipops. Okay? You can count in your hand how many you have. Actually do that if you would be so kind. And we're going on the line, and we're going to tell you how many you have. So, Josiah, you have 9, 5, 3, 2, 1, 0. That's our data. We've got it. Why do you have hope?
You lucked out.
Well, I mean, you volunteered early. Look what you get. $20. Booster. Rest in peace. He just died last week.
Oh.
He had a heart attack while he was working out. It makes you realize how uncertain life is. Dude was like in ridiculously good shape. He created the Total Fit class that I take at COCC. Doug Booster, he was 64, 65, super young, super fit, wonderful shape. He had a heart attack while he was working out, and he fell and hit his head on the way down and died instantly. Crazy. Rest in peace, Booster. We got a memorial for him next Sunday. We're gonna show up and hold plank for like an hour to commemorate his life. Wonderful dude. But anyway, I mean to bum you out. He lived a good life. Died doing what he loved. Okay. Now, we're probably gonna have to Google some stuff here, maybe. Number 1. Question 1 on the warm-up is, find the mode of the number of lollipops that these 10 folks have. You may have to Google up what you need. That's number 1, okay? Number 2, find the median of the number of lollipops. And you may have to Google up what you need. I'm not teaching you these terms. I want you to Google them if you don't already know. And number 3, this is my favorite. Find the average, which is also called the mean.
Yeah.
And I'm about to do something very mean. You're not allowed to use the formula for average that you know.
Okay.
Yeah, see, I told you it was gonna be mean, Hope. You're not allowed to use, because I know what you're thinking. How do you find the average of a bunch of numbers? Add them up and divide by how many there are. You're not allowed to do that. But I still want you to find the average. Now, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna run down and get some computers for folks, because we're gonna need computers today. You are allowed to remove the lollipops from the bouquet. You can do that. I just did that to keep them together, because I wanted you to actually have, like, a group of 9, a group of 5, a group of 5, and so forth. You can move them around if you want to, or you don't have to. It's up to you. I'm gonna let you problem solve through it. When I get back in this room, actually, it might take you longer than that. Eventually, by the time we're done, I wanna know the mode of these 10 numbers. I'm gonna put these 10 numbers on the board over here too, just so we have them, because I think it might be hard. Sorry for the, look at the amount of shit I brought to class, this is incredible. Toolboxes, I bring toolboxes to math class now. Okay, so Josiah, you had 9, right?
Yep.
9, 5, 5, 3, 3 Amelia, 3, 2, 1, 1, 0. There we go. There's the data. I'm gonna run and get some laptops. I want you all to figure out what the mode, median, and average are. And feel free to move around if you want to. Move around, talk to each other, communicate. But people over here, help out too. Yes. Let me take some names while you're doing that. Yes, talk to each other. Be noisy, for God's sake. We'll warm up quicker. All right, so this Josiah, Chelsea,
Yeah, I think so. I think
Hope,
Median is just 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
and
I didn't see that.
Amelia,
Okay, so it is the one that has the.
The median is 2.5.
The one that's like.
Nicole,
Two.
Ashton,
I'm thinking of
Because
like.
it's not
Elena.
Them all in
Nate.
order, right?
Yeah, Google up. Use your, you Google it up stuff. You have to Google up stuff.
Can we like write the answers for you?
You can if you want. Yeah, you can tell me. But make sure you include. Remember, you got these 6 people over here too that didn't want to come up and get lollipops. I'm kidding. You all get lollipops. You all get lollipops. Yes. Oh, is that okay, good. I'm always second guessing myself because I'm worried when I see a non-fatty that's a permanent marker. Like, it's a Sharpie. Shit, stop. Yes, go ahead.
Basically, you get all the.
And make sure you check Elena. Make sure that she, yeah. I'm right back. Miss the laptops.
By 2.
Would be 3, 2.
I might be wrong on the line.
2.5.
Me too.
Because we have to ask.
Do you know
It makes it bigger because.
Because I remember that you could find,
Which one are we doing right now?
like, if there's not an actual middle number, then 2 numbers are.
2.5. So that'd be 1.
It's
I remember.
It's 2.8.
That being like one of those
I thought you had
two.
And did they do the add and dividers? Okay.
I remember my,
And then
my math teacher
the-
was like, these two, like, if there's no middles, then it's these 2.
Or the median, sorry.
Numbers.
The median is 2.5 we did the math.
That's interesting.
That's for sure.
It was also a median.
No, the out is
But I do remember being like,
Yeah.
big
Fashion.
around the middle too.
Okay.
That's French for mode.
What are these?
But 2.5.
I did not know that. What's median French for?
I don't know.
Oh, it might not be. It might not be. We borrowed. Interesting.
That doesn't just like middle, I guess.
Oh, not a
Median.
I wonder if that's Latin. Well, French is Latin, right? It's on.
I don't know.
And there's the thing about mean. There's more than one of them.
like.
The one you're thinking of right now is most definitely one type of mean, but there's others.
Evenly.
Oh, we're getting laptops coming. Laptops are coming down.
Basically, if you
And like-
All right, talk to me, people. Talk to me.
Oh,
Points in the graph.
for the average.
Talk to me.
Yeah, cause then it
Because
will be
these
the
are each
actual.
one, so basically like we're
Can you use?
making sure everyone has the same amount.
Chance, hold that thought for a second. I want to go through. I noticed that Elena has 2 answers on the board already. I want to talk through those, and then I want to hear what you're saying because I like what I'm hearing, I think. Okay, so first off, Elena has written that the mode is 1. And Chelsea, you like that, and Hope likes that, and Josiah likes that. Nancy, you like that? You like that? Okay. Kristen, you like 1? Okay, everybody seems to like 1. Tell me why it's 1.
It's the most
The
repeated
most
numbers.
common number.
Aha! So our mode, well, grab one of my multitude of markers. The mode, ooh, black like my soul. So there's some statistics. So I'm calling them statistics because I'm treating this like a sample. If it was an entire population, remember what I would call it?
Census.
Oh, that's a good answer. That's what I would do to collect what I'm looking for. That's perfect. That's a perfect answer because it was a very vague question. Remember what the measure of a population is? You get it by a census, but then once you, like let's suppose this was the entire population, these 10 data points. It starts with a P. Do you remember? It's okay if you don't because you don't often get it. Parameters, you got it, Nate. That's it. That's the one. This subject is never called parameters because if we studied parameters and not statistics, you'd have the easiest homework ever. Easiest, hardest homework ever. Like today, we're going to find an average. We're going to find the average age of an American. It is week 1. I will see you in week 10 after you have asked every American. Thank you. And a chair to boot. I love this. More stuff to students to trip over. Hello, Allie. Live your life to be greeted by people like that when you walk into a room. Right, Allie? What the hell was I just saying? I forget what I was saying. Oh! If we were studying parameters, your homework would be easy. Go out and ask every American how old they are, and then figure out how old on average an American is. By the way, when you come back in week 10, you will have all failed, because there's no way to do that. In the time, right, Katie? That's mean. I would never do that. So statistics is a little bit trickier, because you have to have things like error and deviation, but at least it's doable. So good, these are statistics. So the mode we have voted, also known as fashion. We should start calling it that. This is the fashion. What is the fashion of you did the set? Is 1. Why is it 1? It's the most frequently repeated. Repeated data point. Now be sure, my stats students are having trouble with this right now. Data point. Make sure that you say the mode is 1 and not how many times it shows up. That's a very easy mistake to make, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it. I'm going to say it out loud because that number is also a data point. That happened a couple times, did it not?
Right.
And I'm not going to say it. So it's the data point that actually repeated the most frequently. Thank you. Very, very good. Love it. Okay. Median. We got it. Oh! We have a vote for 2.5. Okay, let's give me a thumbs up if you like 2.5. Give me a thumbs up if you like 2.5. Okay, we got a number of thumbs. Allie, you just settle in. You're good. You're good. I need you to get you a warm up. Hang on.
I grabbed one.
You grabbed one. Awesome.
Thank you.
That's the kind of attitude I like in this class. Get your damn warm up, Sean. We like 2.5?
Yes.
Tell me why. Tell me why you like 2.5. And by the way, tell me where the hell it came from. Because nobody in here has 2.5 lollipops. I don't have that kind of time to get a heated soda.
That's the data point
Ridiculous.
that's directly in the middle
It's like 3 and
of
2
the
added.
values.
You better tell me what that means, Katie. I love it.
Well, there's lower on one side and higher on the other, so you go into the middle and it was 2 and 3.
Oh.
So we went in between.
So I did you a little bit of a favor here by handing him out the way I did, right? I didn't make you have to move around. I realized that after the fact. I should have made you move around a little bit, but that's okay. Whatever. So when you arrange the data, does it matter that we went high to low? Could we have had Josiah over here and Chelsea over here and Hope over here and gone that way? Would that have changed the median? It would not have changed it at all because it's still going to be the middle no matter do it this way or this way. Arrange the data, increasing or decreasing, doesn't matter. Or decreasing. Love it. And then find the data point halfway between the ends. Now, what happened here with us? We had an interesting thing. There was no data point halfway between the ends, right? There were 2 data points. So what did we choose to do? Where can I see my 2 data points? Where are my 2 data points? We're missing somebody. Who moved?
2, 3.
Oh, you're over here, Liam. I'm gonna go stand by your place. Where the hell is the 10th person? I'm right here, Sean. I've been standing here for 15 minutes now. Okay, here I am.
It's us.
Where are my halfway points? It's us. It's us. So we've got a 3. This is the sound of Stoke.
I was like looking for the, she's like, yeah,
It's actually you, dude. So you got a 3 and you got a 2. So the median. Would you mind serving as Elena here real quick? You're getting fine. The median would actually be like me.
Yeah.
But I'm not really a data point, so we just have to average it to. Okay, good, very good. Sometimes we have to. Sometimes it's halfway. Sometimes we have to
But he doesn't.
I want to drink.
average the 2 middles.
Oh, for this
The 2
Sour apple.
middles. Love that. Thank you, friends.
Those are never.
Chelsea! I love questions.
I remember when I was learning about this, my
Oh.
teacher was actually like, if there's 2 data points that are in the middle, you can just count those both as being the median and you can leave it. Is that completely incorrect?
No, it's not always incorrect. Here's the deal, and we have to, I brought more lollipops, we're gonna screw with the data set temporarily, is that okay?
Okay.
Okay, here we, just temporarily, because I don't want you to change your data. Chanel, you have 3 now,
Okay.
okay? Now I changed the data set a little tiny bit by adding a 3rd number into it.
Oh.
But, check this out, I just changed the mode too, didn't I?
Yes.
Because now there are 3 people that have 3, and 3 people that have 1. It's now bimodal. That means that you've got 2 modes. Is that what you're gonna say, Chanel?
Yes, it
You're such a badass. I should let you say it. Damn it. I'm so sorry. I do that so I get excited and I start talking.
was. Oh, yeah.
But didn't I also change the median? By adding 1 little lollipop, I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
I did. What's the median now? It's 3. Because there's still 2 people, go ahead and raise your hands, my dear friends. There's still 2 folks in the middle. So the median is now 3. Because 3 plus 3 divided by 2 is 3. So there's a case where it's 100% correct.
Totally.
Chels, right?
Is it always that way when they're both the same number?
Yes, and that happens sometimes. This is a little bit of a fictitious example. A, because it involves exactly 10 data points that I have crafted to serve a purpose. I'm kind of a bastard in that way. Most of the time, your median will be somewhere near the middle and be repeated a bunch. Hopefully we'll see it today when we start collecting some real life data on the fly, where I start asking you questions in about 10 minutes. But yes, so you always want to report 1 number as the median.
Okay.
You always want to report 1 number, because a data set should have 1 of each of these things. It should have, well, it could have more than 1 mode as we just saw, but it should have 1 median and 1 average, which I haven't even talked about yet because I'm a bastard. Is that fair? Okay, thank you, Chels. Anybody else? I love that comment. Okay. Find the average without adding up and dividing. But now, Chanel, may I take that one back temporarily? Just because I don't want to screw up this calculation. Because with this one in, the answer actually becomes messy.
Yeah.
And it requires a hammer or a chisel or some kind of precision cutting device. But with this one not in, it actually is curated very, very carefully for you. Okay. So how do you find an average of a bunch of numbers without adding up and dividing? Anybody? Anybody got any ideas?
Could you still divide if you just didn't add? Like, is that just the
Tell
process?
me what you mean by that, Chanel.
Well, we were talking.
I love when you talk. Where's my coffee?
Like potentially if we
Right here.
put all of these in different groupings and then multiplied them and then divided them, but not necessarily added them. Does that make sense?
Can you tell me what you mean by different groupings?
Like if we laid them all out in equal
Equal
groups.
groups.
Oh, that's not adding, is it?
No.
So what Chanel, and I think I heard Chance murmuring something about this too. Chance, what were you saying earlier when I said I want to hear what you had?
I was suggesting that we just split them up until we all have the same amount.
Which is exactly what Chanel and Amelia are saying. So what they're saying is, they're saying, okay, Sean, we're not going to add lollipops together. But what we're going to do is, we're going to distribute them out until everybody has the same number. That doesn't require adding. That just requires you looking at what's in your hand, yes? Josiah, since you have so many, would you start off? Who would you like to donate a lollipop to make sure that you all have the same amount? Who do you think? What do you think? Who won? Nate? Look at Nate. He looks so
He's
formal
on.
down there. No lollipops. We picked on Nate. There we go. You're gonna give him 2? What a kind human being. And now we feel bad for Ashton because he's down there in the corner hiding behind the podium. And now we're gonna give one to Nicole. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there real quick. I'm gonna stop right there. I wanna do a quick check of who has what right.
Wait, where's my lollipop?
Where,
You're not up here, where'd it go?
wait, where did Elena's go?
It's on the table.
Oh, shit, Elena, get back up there. I need to see you here, girl. I'm so sorry. There we go. Thank you so much for.
Here, now you have 2.
Wait. Oh, shit, what's going on? This is amazing.
Democracy.
I'm going to use a bad word because nobody likes it. What's actually going on?
I don't know.
Trading.
Oh, nobody. Well, maybe.
Charity.
It's the bad word that nobody likes, but we all enjoy in this country. No, it's okay. I'm not gonna say it. It might trigger something. I don't want to trigger. Keep sharing. Because right now, wait, Josiah, how many you got? 4. Chelsea has 5. Hope had 5, but just now you have 4. Hope. Wait, hang on. Give me a number that what you have. 4, 5, 4, 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, so so Chelsea's sweetly walking down. She just gave 2 of hers away, I believe. Is that correct?
Yes.
So now let me give you the numbers again. 4,
3.
3. Hope you have 3.
I have 4.
You have 4,
Oh, everyone needs 3.
4,
3.
3.
Everyone needs
Sorry, I
3.
lied. I have
Oh! Chanel's like, wait a minute. We got people with 2. We got people with 4 and 5. Maybe we should, or maybe we only have 4 left. Keep going. You're doing great now. Keep going.
Here.
You missed the 3rd one.
Thank you, sir.
I think we all.
Okay.
What the hell is going on right now?
I think
All right, let's go down the line.
3.
3.
3.
3.
3. 3. 3.
3.
Nice.
That was exceptionally nice. And no adding necessary. That doesn't. It scared the shit out of my cats last night. I just got this toolbox. I made the school buy me a toolbox because the milk crates, I kept dropping shit out of them, carrying them around. And with the snow, I'm like, I'm gonna lose shit in the snow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find it till 2026. So
That's nice.
I made the school buy me a DeWalt rolling toolbox, which got 2 more things to stack. So those days I bring all the crap, I'm gonna have like 500 pounds. Like, yeah, I'll teach you math today. I tried to get the Milwaukee one because it was red, but they're like, it's $500. I'm like, whatever.
You're like, oh.
Anyway, we got all the 3s.
Yes.
You figured out can I ask a question? What made you think of, you 2 right there, Amelia and Chanel, what made you think of laying them out and then dividing them up equally?
I just thought that the average was an equal number, so.
That's why the formula is what it is, my dear friends. What it literally does. Think about the formula for an average. I'm gonna swing the camera back over here because we need more board and I don't wanna interrupt you all right now. I wonder if that's gonna be, remember how YouTube was picking which image it uses of me? I just went up the thing and went, and I wonder if it's gonna pick that one now. Average. Sometimes called a mean. And you'll hear me call it an average more than a mean because there actually are different kinds of means. This one in particular is called the arithmetic mean, the one that you want to add up and divide by, but there's other kinds that serve different purposes and don't worry about it. You'll learn about it in stacks maybe. What it does, and this is what I want to focus on. Amelia, you nailed what it actually does, and Chanel, you're nodding along too. Chance, you were getting at it too. What it is it's an equal distribution measure. Measure has an E at the end of it. There we go. If you shared out the data equally, it's what everybody would get. If you shared out the data equally, it's what everybody would get. Is that fair?
Yeah.
That's a loaded question. That is a loaded question. I don't expect an answer for it. Because it might be fair and it might not be fair. But it's what an average is. It's what an average is. Nobody ever asks if a median is fair. Which, in all honesty, I imposed, dude. Damn, Chelsea, get
Sorry,
right.
sorry, we can do it again.
I just threw my face. That's okay. Allie's fabulous today. I can be less fabulous. Now, do I want you not using the formula? No, I want you to use the formula. As a matter of fact, it's got a fun little shorthands. Check this out. This is the fun math formula for an average. I'm going to teach you how to do it in spreadsheets today, so you're probably never going to have to use this formula. But that guy right there is the stat symbol for the sample average. Sample average. It's called X bar. X bar. Why? I don't know. Somebody invented it before I came along. X bar, that's the sample average. Watch this. This is one of my favorite symbols in math. You find it. So describe it to me in words. How do you find an average formula-wise? You add up all the data and divide by how many there are. This is the math symbol for add. Anybody know what that is?
No.
It is a Greek letter. You know what it is?
Is it epsilon?
It's sigma. Epsilon literally looks like, it's close. Epsilon is an E, a capital E for epsilon. This is the Greek letter sigma, and the reason it's used for adding is because it's sum. You're summing up all the data, and you divide by how many there are. It's one of the cutest little formulas in stats. And if you take 243, we'll get more into those. But today, we're mostly going to be using But today, mostly spreadsheets. Okay, you badasses, you've been wonderful, wonderful helps today. Please, let's share our sugar with the rest of the class if they want it. If you don't want it, you can throw it back in the Blow Pops container. These are fresh as of last week. They seem to hold up pretty. Everyone, lollipops, yeah, share them away. If you need more sugar, I got a whole box. I bought 100, I needed 30. There you go. Spin this puppy.
What do you want with your,
Oh, the little gaskets. Let's throw those in the box too. I forgot about these little rubber gaskets for keeping them together. I forgot rubber bands last night when I was putting them together. I was out in the shop. I'm like, what do I have? I'm like, oh, plumbing supplies. This will work. Thank you.
so you had a higher surplus of gaskets.
I did because I needed like 2 and I couldn't buy anything except like 500.
That's why, okay.
Yeah. It's just the little gaskets I was using. You didn't have one because you only had one lollipop. The ones I was using to hold together multiple lollipops, yeah. Okay, laptops. Who needs a laptop? There we go. Let's have you turn these on ASAP because these things sometimes take a while to boot up. Who else needs a laptop? There we go. Oh, we need one more name. Oh, hang on, Chanel. No, brother, it's okay. I'm sorry. I'll get one more. There we go. Go ahead and boot those puppies up. We're going to get into some data collection here.
Oh yeah, same.
So, yeah.
I didn't come in.
But-
I don't know, I need to let myself.
No, because 64 to 72 and 66.
All right, you badasses. That's right, Alec. I'm talking directly to you.
So the average would be 70.
Go ahead and get logged in. Log into Canvas too, because there's a spreadsheet in there we're going to eventually have to get at. But I need to, I need to log in too, actually. Give me a sec here. Yeah, log in and log into Canvas and log into your Google account. I'll get you a laptop, Chanel.
Thank you.
You got it. Oh shit.
So I
Tracy, make it 2.
have to remember all my
We get 2.
No, do you have your phone with you?
2.
Because like, well, isn't that something for you?
All right.
I hate that so much.
So log into Canvas and your Google account. That's right. It wasn't. What, Kate? What?
Oh, I'm guessing on my password.
No, good. I do that sometimes.
Come on. Nope, that was incorrect.
Duo. Okay, make sure you log in 8,000 things that you have to log into.
So what would it be? Your login?
Your password.
No, like is it your
So
email?
yeah, email's the top and then password.
Leave me alone.
Did you fail bar advising?
Yeah, you have to change it every 6 months. It's so annoying.
Dude, so I talked, so speaking of that note,
See it, right?
I spoke to the head of the security at COCC, and he's like, I don't even know why they make us change it every 6 months. I'm like, you're the boss! Make it stop! Well, I'm not sure if I can. I'm like, you're in charge! Well, it might upset. I'm like, here we go. Here we
There's so
go.
many different
Tell me this isn't a governmental institution without telling me it's a governmental institution. Thank you!
Oh, so okay, that's good stuff.
Okay,
Perfect.
2 more. Here we go. Get these things fired up.
And then you have to get a
There you go.
phone.
Ow.
Thank you.
Now, are those blow pops flavors okay? Max picked them.
Good job.
They okay? Max did a good job? Okay, I'll let him know.
I'm gonna give them to my kids.
Oh, good. All right, let me get this. Okay, we're gonna need a little bit, let me get logged. Did I log in? Well, that's interesting.
So he'll take it and then like 5 minutes later he'll try to trade his sister or something.
Oh, yeah. I actually really used to. I used to do that.
He's like, you're gonna be,
Every time I try to sign in on one of these, it tells me my account's disabled.
okay.
Oh, it's so sweet.
Oh, not always.
Your account's disabled.
And then when I changed
I cannot unfortunately solve that problem. Did they give you any kind of helpful information like, call this number? No? Okay.
I'm gonna try something else.
Try something else. I'm recording class. I'll put it on YouTube again. So anything we do today, you'll have a record of. It's more fun to do it with us while we're doing it, obviously, because we're going to be learning, trying to do commands and sheets. But if you can't get into your account, you can't get into your account. I just don't have the expertise to, break through that. It happens occasionally, and I'm hoping, knock on wood, that the Google Sheet works for everybody too. Every once in a while I get a weird Google Sheet error where people can't open my sheets, and I can't problem solve that one either. So we'll find out. Well, it'll work for most people, and we'll be okay with that.
Canvas.
All right, give me a sec. All right. Okay, here we go. Okay, so back to what we were doing. What we're learning about today is it's the beginning of the calculation of statistics. Yesterday, I gave you a bunch of numbers that were already there. And then you took them and you used them correctly. Like when you read a headline that says the percentage of Americans who aren't saving for retirement is 20% less than it was last year. The first thing you should think is, no, I bet you it's not. I bet you it's not, because you didn't ask everybody. And as long as you're thinking that, you're thinking statistically. That's awesome. But today I want to get into the calculations of some statistics. Now, it's not a pure stats class, so we're going to just scratch the surface in this class and then continue with it on Monday. But the 3 that we did today, I think, are great ways of getting at it. An average, a mode, and a median. Those 3 things are called measures of center. Let me swing this over here. Measures of center. And what their job, Ashton, damn it.
You want some?
I gotta get in the pictures.
That'll be fun.
Read your syllabus. It's in the footnote.
wanted to. There you go.
It's in a footnote. Read your syllabus more carefully.
That's what I'll tell
Actually,
you.
it's not that bad. That's next term.
You're naughty.
Measures of center. Now, I put center in quotes because center can mean different things to different people, and it can also even mean different things statistically. But what their job mostly is, is it's to summarize a data set with one or maybe a couple more depending on mode. Mode, there could be more than one mode. Or maybe more in the case of mode. Value. You have an entire data set, and you want to distill it down to one number. Now, why do you want to do this? Well, think about it. Suppose you're interested in how much it costs to rent an apartment in Prineville. Okay? Suppose you ask somebody who lives in Prineville, how much does it cost to rent an apartment in Prineville?
1,200.
There, where'd that number come from, Ashton?
The rental places, the apartments here, they're very expensive.
Wait, say that again.
The rental places,
Ah, they tell you what it is.
like the apartments too.
So they actually tell you the averages. They tell you the average rent is $1,200 or whatever.
Yeah, unless you were to go to like a low income, but they're usually more people are already in them, so it's
Mhm.
harder to get that.
Oh, man, there's all kinds of, you're just spouting off stats left and right there. You not only did you give me 2 different averages, you gave me an average for like non-low income, and then you gave me average for, but then you also gave me occupancy rates, or at least you alluded to them. Like, well, you know, the average for the low income might be lower, but you're not gonna get one. The probability of you getting one is lower because there's more people in them.
Yeah, and then it goes
Stat girl
down
over here.
the rooms and stuff.
Dial it back, woman.
And sort of-
Dial it back. Too many statistics at once. No, I'm kidding. I think it's great, Ashton. But here's my question though. Where'd the 1,200 come from?
This is the price of the square foot. Supposedly.
But where did it come from?
Oh, I don't know.
That's the thing.
Okay.
Somebody studies this, right? Have you ever gone to Zillow and just pulled up an area and looked at the sale prices and rent prices?
Yeah.
Are they all the same? Does it say like, this house or this apartment, 1,200, 1,200, 1,200, 1,200? Is that the way it works?
No.
No, not since USSR in 1988 was it like that, right? Thank you for getting the joke, Landon Chance. Appreciate you, sir. It's not like that. There's some that are lower and there's some that are higher. So where did the $1,200 come from? It's one of these. They've done one of these 3 things. They're either using the mode, or they're using the median, or they're using the average. There are other measures of center too that are sometimes used, but these are the 3 big ones. So the idea is, when you're talking about things like rental prices, you don't want somebody to hand you a data set that has 500 values in it and go, here's everything that's available. You might want to know, like, what is it typically? What is it typically? And as soon as I asked that, I didn't even use the word median, average, or mode. I said, how much is rent in Prineville? And you said, you gave me a typical value. You gave me a typical value. And that's what a measure of center's job is to do. It gives a typical, or if dare I use the word representative value that stands for the whole data set. So when Ashton tells me that rent is $1,200 a month, I don't expect to walk to any apartment that's up for rent and walk up and go, here's $1,200. Because if it's actually less, they're going to be like, thanks. And if it's actually more, they're going to be like, hell out of here, baby. And wash that visor, for God's sake. So, but it is a starting point, at least, for talking about representative. What is rent representatively in Prineville? Is that fair? Yeah. Good. Now here's what I'm a little bit concerned about. Lollipops. Everybody, open up your spreadsheets. Let's do this in sheets. Let's have some fun. Let's learn some coding. Is that cool? Let's learn some coding. And then we're going to have some more.
Like a new?
Yeah, let's just make a brand new spreadsheet. I'm going to have you download one from Canvas too, eventually. I don't think I turned it on yet. But I... Say that again. Not the MOE one. No. I think I have it turned off for now, Allie, because I have to collect some data into it first. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it yet. Just start off a blank spreadsheet for now. And in case you don't know how to do that, let's do it together. Is that okay to turn those lights off?
Yeah.
Thank you. So once you're logged into your Google account, the way I've always gotten to make a new well, there's a bunch of different ways you can do it. Once you're logged in, have you ever explored this little 9 dots up here in the corner, the Google Apps?
Yeah.
It's pretty rad. Everything you get in Google is in that menu. So your photos are in there, your Gmail's in there, your Drive's in there, your calendar's in there. If you go down far enough, you'll eventually get to Sheets. And if you click on that, you'll see everything that you've opened in this account. I bet you see some stuff from Math 98 in there from last term, I bet. Probably the last couple of things we opened. I don't think we've used spreadsheets in here yet.
No.
Not until today. Now we're going to use them a couple times over the next few days. Let's just make a new one. Let's make a new one. All right, here we are. Fun old little spreadsheet, little generic spreadsheet. And this is just going to be to learn some codes that we're going to use today. Just going to be to learn some codes that we're going to use today. We're going to learn how to do the mode, the median, and the average, all in sheets. Super fun. I don't think we did not do this in 98. Good. This is brand new stuff. Okay, let's get a quick data set to illustrate the commands, and then we're going to get more fun data sets, I think. So to get the commands, let's use the number of lollipops. So I'm going to label that column, number of lollipops y'all had.
Yeah, just the one you use first.
Yeah, number of lollipops y'all had. Close this over here. Make it a little bit bigger maybe so we can see it better. There we go. Oh, that's probably too big. And then we had what? We had 9, 5, 5, 3, 3. Thank you for that. Whoever just said 30, I love that, by the way. Thank you. Who said 30? Appreciate you. Love that, Nicole. That's how many we had in total. But these were the actual data points I gave you when I started the experiment, right? I gave 10 people lollipops. Josiah had 9, Hope had 5, I forget, Chelsea, I think you had 5, and then eventually poor Nate was the last one up, and I picked on him, I gave him none. And that's an important data point. That 0 is actually pretty important. It counts as a 0. Don't not include it if it's a 0. A lot of times people forget how to deal with the number 0. Like they use it when they shouldn't and they don't use it when they should. That's a legitimate data point. Fair? Mm-hmm. Hope, so you buying this, Hope?
Yeah.
All right. So these are all lollipops. What I'd like you to do now is I want you to learn how to use these codes in Sheets. Do me a favor. Type the word mode, the word median, and the word